Next is cultural life. First is literature. With the revival of Hinduism, Sanskrit regained its importance. So, with the importance or the development of Hinduism, Sanskrit also regained its importance. The Gupta rulers made Sanskrit the court language. So, the Gupta rulers made Sanskrit as their court language. They patronized Sanskrit playwrights, poets, philosophers, and grammarians. The most outstanding writer of this period was Kalidasa, whose work include the famous play Abhijana Sakuntalam and the epic poem Meghadutta. So, the most outstanding writer during the Gupta period was Kalidasa, and his famous work is Abhijananan Shakuntalam and the epic poem Meghadutta. The Panchatantra was compiled, the Puranas were rewritten, and the Mahabharata was revised and rewritten during this period. Sudrakas Mirichakatika was also written during this time. So these are the famous literature which was done during the Gupta period. As you can see in this picture, a painting which shows a scene from the Abhijanana Shakuntalam, the famous play written by Kalidasa. Did you know Kalidasa is often referred to as the Shakespeare of India? So Kalidasa is referred as the Shakespeare of India. He wrote the three famous play Malavika, Agnimitra, Vikramovashya and Abhijana Sakuntalam. Abhijana Sakuntalam is one of the most famous play. It is the love story of Shakuntala and King Dushyanta. This play is popular even today. So these are the famous book which was written or play written by the Kalidasa. Next is art and architecture. Painting reached a high level of artistic excellence during the Gupta period. So during the Gupta period, the artistic excellence reached at the highest point. That means the painting reached at the highest point. The fresco, that is painting on the wall of the Ajanta caves, are proof of their artistic brilliance. So till now we can see the artistic, or you can say painting of the Gupta Empire which was made during the Gupta Empire in the Ajanta caves, which is in Maharashtra. The colors used in these paintings still retain their original freshness. So till now they look like it is very fresh. The art of sculpting reached a high degree of perfection during this period. So the art of sculpting, that means making different types of statues, reach a high degree perfection during this period, that means Gupta period. A large number of statues of Buddha have been unearthed in Sarnath. So a large number of statues of Buddha are still found in the Sarnath. The statue of the seated Buddha is considered to be the finest specimen of Gupta sculpture. So the statue of the seated Buddha is considered is one of the best specimen during the Gupta sculpture. Beautiful lifelike statue of Hindu gods and goddesses have also been found. So these are the important sculptures and sculptures of Buddha and other Hindu god and goddesses which were found during the Gupta period. Very few buildings of the Gupta's period have survived. So there are very few buildings of the Gupta's period which are survived today. The few surviving specimen, however, shows that architecture skills were highly developed. So though there are very few architecture skills, but with the help of those buildings or monuments, we can see that how beautifully they used to make the different types of buildings during Gupta period. The Gupta rulers made rock-cut chaityas and built temples of stone and brick. So they used to make different types of rock-cut chaityas and build temples of stone and brick. The Vishnu temple in Diogad and the Buddhist chaityas in the Ajanta caves are the finest specimen of the Gupta architecture. So these are the very important Gupta's architecture. Please remember it.